Happy day students. Welcome to San Academy Pallikaranai Class 8 Science Chapter 14 Chemical Effects of Electric Current Part 3. So before entering into this session, let us have a small recap of what is an electrode. An electrode is a conductor of electricity that can carry electric current into non-metals and other poor conductor of electricity. And then what is an electrolyte? A solution that breaks into ion on passing electricity through it is called as an electrolyte. And electrolytes are used in the process of electroplating. And what are anodes and cathodes? The positively charged electrode is called anode and the negatively charged electrode is called cathode. Now let us discuss about the applications of chemical effects of electric current, under which we are going to discuss about electroplating. Electroplating is a process in which layer of metal is deposited on another material with the help of electricity. Electroplating is used in many industries for depositing a layer of metal with desired characteristic on other metals. And different metals used for electroplating are nickel, copper, gold, silver, tin, brass, zinc, chromium and platinum. And it is only through this electroplating materials you can get several jewelries which under the name called gold plated jewelries and silver plated jewelries. Now coming to the process of electroplating, in order to conduct electroplating, right electrodes and electrolytes must be chosen as the metal can deposit over a material. For instance, if we want to deposit copper on a material, we need an electrolyte that contains copper in it. That is the liquid that contains copper in it. Similarly, if we need gold on a material, we need an electrolyte that contains gold in it. Also, we should make sure that the electrode that we are choosing is completely clean. The electrodes used are made up of different materials. One of the electrode is of the same metal of which the electrolyte solution is, and the second electrode need to be the material on which we want to coat another metal. For instance, in case we want to plate copper upon brass, one electrode should be copper and another electrode should be of brass. An electrolyte solution should be any salt which contains copper in it. For example, copper sulfate solution. Consider the diagram which is given below that describes the process of electroplating of copper. So that diagram is what is given in this slide, where the electrolyte is a copper sulfate solution and one electrode is made up of brass and the another electrode is made up of copper. So out of these two electrodes, the copper electrode acts as an anode, that is a positive electrode, and brass electrode acts as a cathode, which is a negative electrode. When electricity is passed through the solution, the copper sulfate breaks down into its ion, that is into copper and sulfate ion. The copper ions, they have a positive charge and gets attracted by the brass electrode, while the sulfur ion, being negatively charged, move towards the copper electrode. As a result, copper starts depositing on brass electrode. The process of electroplating takes some time to complete. The amount of time that it will take depends upon the strength of the current that is being passed through the circuit and also upon the concentration of the electrolyte. As these two are increased, the speed of electroplating process also increases. So electroplating is a very useful process. It is widely used in the industry for coating metal objects with a thin layer of different metals. The layer of metal deposits has some desired property which the metal of the object lacks. For example, chromium plating is done on many objects such as car parts, bath tap, kitchen gas burners, bicycle handlebars, wheel rims and many other. Chromium has a shiny appearance and it does not corrode easily, so it resists scratches. However, chromium is expensive and it may not be economical to make the whole object out of chromium. So the object is made from a cheaper metal and only a coating of chromium over it is deposited. Jewelry makers electroplate silver and gold on less expensive metal. These ornaments have the appearance of silver or gold but are much less expensive. Tin cans used for storing food are made by electroplating tin onto iron. Tin is less reactive than iron, thus food stored not come into contact with iron and is protected from getting spoiled. Iron is used in bridges and automobiles to provide strength. However, iron tends to corrode and rust, so a coating of zinc is deposited on iron to protect it from corrosion and formation of rust. So with this, we are coming to the end of the lesson, and thank you.